Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I'm sorry I have not been picking up the camera. I've been trying to get this thing together, and now I'm kind of freaking out. You look at that oil pan? Nice oil pan, huh? Look at his. I hope I didn't get the wrong freaking oil pan. Because that oil pan there gave us grief big time last year. It's right there in that area. That blankety blank 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 thing leaked oil. And the oil pickup tube didn't fit right. It just didn't fit like it was supposed to. And God bless it, I hope that fits. If not, it'll be just long. Let me. It'll just go along with the way everything else has been going around here. Yeah, it's been quite interesting around here. So far, Squirrel's had nails shot at her tires, a wheel loosened, and then over the weekend her car got sideswiped. I'm back to getting a flat tire. The guy I have fixed him wasn't there today, so I just pumped it up and going. Be interesting to see what we find in that tire. And this is the new to me set that I just got. Yeah. So I know it's cut. It's not tapered. God, I really hope the oil pan fits. I was out here. I worked yesterday until I started dropping stuff last night, and I had the oil pan snug, so the silicone I put in the corners where you're supposed to would set up, but I didn't even torque them. I couldn't hold on to anything when I finally quit last night. And my oldest, I'm ready to, the fuel line come off the Tahoe for some stupid reason. I don't know why. I'm really hoping we don't have to drop the tank, but I've been thinking about how I'm going to get in there. I might take a bar or a piece of metal and make a, oh hey, if I got something around here that I'm thinking that might work if I can find it and make me a little tool. Maybe I can go over the frame and catch that, because it's still on the pump. It just needs to be pushed in. Otherwise I gotta drop the tank down to get up there to reach around to pull it on. And she's like, why does it take so long to do? I'm like, oh God, kid. That's why I wish my kids would have stayed with me out here and understood on how things take. But yeah, my back's doing better. Had to move stuff around so I could set at the parts washer. Yesterday I washed a whole bunch of parts. All the stuff for this, all the push rods, rocker arms, poly locks, everything for this, and ay caramba. I don't know, my eyes are probably an optical. Actually, I think I'm okay. Because where that pan slants down, this one goes straight back. So he might have more steering clearance with this. I think that's what's throwing me off. I mean, this is more of a square cut pan, and that other one's tapered and everything. Why not have it ready to run? Oh, it's just little things. And I should have caught that last night before I put the oil pan on, but I don't know. That's the way things been going. And I'm enjoying the room in the shop. I've even moved stuff further back, and I got rid of a lot of garbage, and I took a bunch of steel and stuff out of here. Almost smells like somebody's smoking out here, and I know I'm the only one here on the farm. Don't ask me why. You smoking, cat? If you are, you're out. So yeah, I just got a little gnat in here flying around bugging me too. Yeah. But now I've got a dilemma here. And the dilemma is, I'll show you. This engine stands full. That engine stands full. That engine stands full. That engine stand is full. That engine stand is full. And there's one on the start stand. And I got one cherry picker. So, but I'm probably going to end up, I just thought of it while talking to you guys. So that's why I talk to you guys sometimes. Sometimes you guys help me figure things out. Since this has got the square cut pan on it, now I might have to take that, set that down, take the 327 off, put it on the stand, wheel that out of the way, then pick up this motor, put it on there. And then everybody wonders why I'm so tired and wore out here. My daughter, my oldest, is just like, why is this stuff? You know, I didn't think it was going to take me all day to wash all the small parts. And then sit here and install them. I had to check the end play on the camshaft. Make sure that's good. Got that where it was supposed to be. Wipe down the lifters and install them, lube them up, install them. That stuff just takes a lot of time. And I found out I can't bend over at my solenoid, I gotta sit down. And then when I was sitting there working, resting my arms, well, then my hands started going to sleep because of cutting off blood circulation, I guess. And it just, this is where I wish one of my buddies that used to help me all the time was around, because I'd give him parts and he'd wash them. And then he'd ask him if he's got them clean or not. I'd either tell him yay or nay. So, and if he didn't, he'd go wash them again until he had them washed to the point where I liked. So, I'm worried about that oil pan now. That's going to bug me. That's going to freaking bug me. Anyway, I had the reusable gasket that I had from the motor before, but I put my last brand new one on. I had the reusable one. I think I want to clean up myself and use it on my own, just in case. I mean, I got my little torque sheet for those reusable ones. So yeah. Yeah, the four corners are torqued to 18 foot-pounds, and the small ones are 8 foot-pounds. And there's the phone. Okay, I'm going to stop worrying about the oil pan. That was the guy. He said, oh no, he said he had plenty of room. So hopefully, I ain't going to worry about the oil pan anymore. Well, he's bringing me down his carburetor, spacer, starter, flywheel, fuel pump, an oil and oil filter. And then I'll have a running here this afternoon. So, well, this afternoon, this evening. This is where my kids need to be here to understand, or be here helping me. Because right now, I could have had, while I've been talking, somebody could have been painting that valve cover to get that ready. And another one could have been tearing down while I was doing this. And then I could have been moving stuff around. But yeah. So, it'd be nice. Another motor out of here. I'm kind of anxious to hear this one. I got some gizmos I'm going to use. I'm going to record compressions prior to fire up. I'm going to pull all the plugs, test them all, and get a compression reading, run it, take another compression reading, and just see how things go. I want to record everything I can on this motor And I get butterflies with every dang motor I build, especially for the dirt track. Street cars and street drag race motors in street driven cars, those don't bug me so bad. But every time one of my dirt track motors goes out, I got the butterflies in the stomach, and even when they get up to 20 nights on them, I still, because you know when you're dirt racing, anything and everything can or will happen. I've heard of guys having $30,000 motors back them off the trailer and blow them in the pits. I mean, you just never know when something's going to break. You don't. You put the hell, look at NASCAR. Some of those motors are breaking valve trains. They're breaking this. They're breaking that. They're blowing them up. I mean, and it rolls back to my philosophy I have. It's man-made. It can and will fail. So, anyway, I guess I'm going to get that valve cover painted, get that installed, because I want that sealed up before I move too much shit around in here, and then we're going to migrate stuff to this end of the building, to have working room over here, to swap motors out and oh yeah. Anyway, got here done. Well, there's the 327. Dirt motor's on there. We got one half of the motor done. And I realized he forgot an oil filter. We need gas, so I just went to go get gas and oil filter. So, yep, it's not going to the dyno. He's just going to run her. Where the heck did my lid go? Stuff's been just getting misplaced big time today. But it's just like last year. Well, not as bad as last year, but unfortunately the dirt motor's still here. We got a new problem this year. And if I feel the same a little bit out of it, yes I am. I started getting sweaty, starting to feel, I'm like, oh, what's going on? I had the kids go find my blood sugar tester. I'm down to 73 right now. Whee! They had a sandwich. And here's the kicker, guys. I was a bad boy today. There's something on the screen here. Just a second. There, I don't have a little halo. I was a bad boy. The kids come earlier. I had my slide-on shoes. I had to retire them because all of a sudden my right foot went out the side of my shoe today. Where can I? Oh God, my arms hurt. So the kids brought me that. Well, she got an ice cream for the kids and they didn't want it all, so I've had ice cream. The guy that came down, he knows I have troubles with my sugar some days, and he was nice and brought 2 king-size candy bars and 2 bottles of water. Hey, so I've had 2 king-size candy bars throughout this afternoon and a big cup of ice cream. I figured, my sugar's gonna be messing with me. Here I am at 73. I'm like, yeah. So, let me find my tripod. I can't hold. I can't hold the camera. In the process of finding the camera, I'm going to show you on this pan. See that piece of metal right there? It's got the 2 spot welds right there, and a nice round hole. Well, that's what that oil pan on that motor supposed to have. I guess when we tighten it down, and I used a torque wrench, when I tighten it down, stupid piece of metal split. So now it's not putting equal clamping force on the, oh Jesus, clamping force on the freaking, oh, I didn't turn that, did I? Ooh, buffalo? That'd be a little hot, huh? At this point, I don't care, it's food, huh? But anyway, just about done breaking in the camshaft. Ooh, that's a lot of hot. Buffalo's hot, huh? Oh! It's hot, but it kind of tastes good. I shouldn't be able to do this, but anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I know I'm out of it. Gosh. No, I can check. We're going to answer the daughter phone. Okay. Oh, and then he brought down his starter too, because the last time I ran the 327, my starter was I thought it was acting up, but it did okay. And his starter wouldn't work. We messed around with that for, it didn't seem like that long, but a couple hours went by. And before we filled it up with water and all that, we got her to cough. Almost had the timing right on from the get-go. It fired right off. And almost got the oh, timing's almost dialed in. I gotta go see what the high, yes, I got it popped. I was low enough that I knew a pop wasn't going to do it. Thank God the kids had some sandwiches with them. Oh, sorry guys. And well, like I said, last year this motor had a water leak. Oh, I figured out the problem with his oil pan from last year. It was one of those oil pans that you needed to put the metal support rail in. That's why we had so much trouble with that oil pan. And hopefully, well, if it does, I now know that. I've got the supports up here on the shelf right there. I think that's what that's there. And we may end up putting his old oil pan back on because this new one, that corner, what I'm thinking about doing to see if I get it popped off, then I'll take one of my old crappy pans and pop that off and get that up in that corner. But yeah, no wonder we couldn't. Anyway, yeah, it's not leaking water. Oh boy, she's a breathing unit now. Oh, I should never eat those buffalo things. I'll be paying for that. I gotta do something. This is another brand new one-piece oil pan gasket, and I've never had any trouble with those. 327. There's well another. Oh, those other ones that are sitting off being stored. I got to get home. I don't even know how high I revved that thing, but she is pushing air out now this time. Smack my thumb joint. Oh my god, that still hurts. Let's go see. Oh. Let's go see. Ouch. We turned this motor already. Yeah. Almost. Let's see what the recall is. God, I took it up that high? Huh. There you go. So, yep. Cleared it. Well, maybe the tack ain't working. That shouldn't. Okay, I didn't clear it. Oh, maybe I didn't take it that high. That might have been from the 327. I didn't hold the button long enough to clear it. Oops. Hell, I don't know how high I actually turned it then. I know, I'll have to, well, you guys already seen in the video by this point, but oh my gosh. Anyway, I guess if I can fix it without taking it off, I'll fix it without taking it off. Like you said, I gotta fix it. And I said, yeah, at least we didn't have the troubles like last year. I mean, we did have a couple of issues, and the first one we shut it down. I like the heat. He said they changed rules. You got the heat wrap on there. That's all got to come off. You can't have heat wrap. You can't. Yeah, they've changed a bunch of rules, making it really hard to do anything. So, let there be like. I guess I'm gonna go edit this up. Well, if you've seen the video to here, you know, well, that's what I did. So, yep, they're not allowed to run headers, so that they got to run that cast iron intake or exhaust. So, but yeah, but she did sound good for what I let you guys hear. So, we'll get her. It starts up good, sounds good. So, just got to get it to hold its oil. Anyway. Oh, I shouldn't have ate those buffalo things. I knew better than that. I'll be paying for that. So. Anyway, see you guys later. Have a good one.